Hey guys, it's Amay, and I just wanted to do a really kind of quick recording because I'm leaving New Orleans and just for a few weeks, and I thought it was a great chance to just say a few more things to you in a short video. And I have videos that I'm working on that I have been just things that some writings in notebooks regarding the correlation of the brain, the microcosm, to the macrocosm of the constellations. And so this is coming up a lot. I want to focus a lot on this as it's kind of astounding once you realize that our system in here is directly correlated to the sky right above us. And we are about to enter into in the next, I think it's on the 28th, actually, Saturday. So there is a five, five planet pileup, stellium coming. So I think there's going to be a lot of, I'm just guessing, knowing the internet, there will be a lot of fear, fear-based mongering um, to try to get your attention, just especially because Mars is involved, and if you don't look at astrology at all, the zodiac at all, you may not notice anything. But I would guess it would be even in there's just the regular news because it's kind of a thing that, oh, this hasn't happened in thousands of years. Um, But Mercury and Venus are in Pisces. So from what I've been reading and researching, this is a really actually kind of a neat thing that's going to happen. Um, it does affect communication. I've noticed issues, phone and internet, like I've noticed just weird communication stuff. And this is so normal with Mercury because he's spinning out going into retrograde. He doesn't like water. So, or at least doesn't like Pisces. So, anyway, so I want to talk about that coming up, but also, so I'll do another video this weekend at my other house. But also, I wanted to say that I really want to do a detailed, organized video just to explain to you this this correlation that's so vital that I don't I mean I think I always kind of knew that. I mean, not always, but for many years, that the brain was connected to the stars, like I knew that there was a connection. I knew that somehow there was a correlation, but the downloads that I've been getting, the cosmic messages, are really reinforcing this. And it's just unbelievable. And there's astrotheology involved. If you know anything about that, you can always use astrotheology, which is reveals how the Bible is essentially um, a lot of allegories, right? With the 12 disciples, which are based on the zodiac. Okay, so I really want to talk about this and explain this to you guys. I'll give you one example real quick on astrotheology that reveals essentially the temples of the brain, the temples, okay, and the skull. When you look at architecture, Tartaria, for example, the older, like, wow, they often have a center and then temples, right? Well, that is your head, your brain, your temples. The skull is consciousness. And this is the third eye and the pineal gland. So, and you also have the fornax in here. And there's a fornix in the constellation. There's also a G constellation. Where do we see G all the time? Gmail. Gnosis, Freemasons, the Jesuits, the elite, G, the seventh letter, the seven wandering stars, and the G constellation. So in these constellations, and Orion is another big one too, but in these constellations are little galaxies inside. Look at Orion, for example, has ion in it, or which is light, I, I, and on, the city that sits on the hill. This is a reference to astrotheology. Okay, this is a reference to astrotheology. On is the city. Okay, and then also you have where in astrotheology, where they talk about Jesus says, "You will find me at Galilee." If you research the word Galilee, it relates to circuitry, circuits. And the city is on, O-N, city on the hill. But it's all up there and it's all right here. And you need to connect this to that. Let thy single eye be thy light. Okay, I'll stop here. This is just a quick video. I just wanted to say what was coming up, and I will talk more about Pisces and the stellium coming up. So I just have to get used to this. The video thing is I don't know. It's just so strange because you're turned around. I don't know if any of you have ever done it, and you just talk to yourself. That is I know it's just an adjustment, and I know I will, and I know I will adjust eventually for you, of course. Okay, I love to see your comments. I wonder if you've ever thought of this as far as the correlations of the brain, which is decoded through these two right here, little black cubes, just like the TV. Okay, just like the cell phone, right? Which is interesting because it's a mirror. Scrivy, I don't know if I pronounced that right, mirror. So this is all decoded from the brain and the little black pupils. It's decoded. Okay, you have your antenna right here. This is the consciousness that we need to get activated through meditation, conjugation, reverie. Activate, activate, activate. Then you get higher and higher, your frequency, just like changing a radio station, just like changing a channel on a TV. Your frequency gets higher and higher and higher, and you can't be touched. Okay? While other things, lower, lower dimensional forces, lower dimensions of the mind, the big mind. Remember, everything is I. It's all connected to you. I mean, to the self, to here, through here. It's all an extension. The I. You are the I, E-Y-E. You're not just. Okay, I'll talk more soon. This was just a very, very quick video. I wanted to show you some things, but I'll probably do that another time because like in this house, as far as analog, I've got a record player, typewriter, FM radio, all sorts of things that are pretty much, I live in the time that I want to. So New Orleans is kind of like that in general. Do you know? It's just very like it's organically out of time, which which I fit in pretty well there. So I just essentially the whole house is like that, which I think it's why it's like quite popular, whatever. But I just wanted to explain that it's more than just saying that we're going to write notebooks, we're going to type things out, we're going to play records, whatever it is that you need to do. Just just do it. Just do it. These are dark occult forces at the lower dimensional levels that want you to be hooked on to all the digital, to upload aspects of consciousness. You will remain true to yourself with more analog activities that are, like using your hands, reading real books, things like this, writing. Okay, this keeps you connected. They can't take that from you. So more on the zodiac coming up, especially with this stellium in a couple of days. And I will see you guys very soon. Thanks.